Hello, hello, hello. Hello, how y'all doing? So, let's talk about children, teenagers especially. You know, a lot of people lately having issues with their children. When I say issues, I mean like teenagers especially. They all teenagers want to do is spend time by themselves, don't get involved with the rest of the family, spend time in their rooms. The most important things in their life right now are their own friends, not you as a parent. And I'm just here as a mom of one to encourage you parents who are having these problems is to get to know your children, spend more time with your children, even though they want to spend this time where they're just inside their room, not getting involved. Come grab their plates, empty their plates, maybe sometimes don't even wash their plates, and come down, spend the majority of the day in their room, and in the evening maybe just come and grab their food, bring the plate down. If you get them to bring the plate down, my advice to you as a parent, don't give up. Don't ever give up. So I'm using collagen because, as you know, as we get older, we need those oils, baby. I'm about to heat the bedroom. Yes, back to it. Don't give up on your children. Don't ever give up. Because at the end of the day, they will need you. They may think they don't need you now, but to be honest, they need you. My thing is, my way of dealing with situations like this, because I've got a 17-year-old. I have a 17-year-old. And I'm in the same predicament like many other parents, where your son think the best time of their life is in their rooms. Yeah? And the best time of their life is in their room, talking to their friends, playing games. Number 7. Night. The best time they spend is in the room, spending time with their friends online. And the only time you may see them is if they come downstairs to grab a plate or to empty their plates. My people, those of you going through this situation right now, all I'll say to you is don't give up. Go to your son's room or your daughter's room. Have a little chat with them, see what they're going on with. Especially these days, the young generation, they have some the street language, or I would say the school language. For you to understand them, you need to get to know them more. So when you hear them talking, you need to know. Not like, oh, don't expect your children to be the same way you grew up or how you knew things. You have to become within that generation. This generation is different. And you as a mom, if you want to know your children, or if you want to get to know your children better, you have to be living in today's world and not as how you grew up. Okay? You need to learn the language of your children. You need to bring yourself down in the way your children are and how they communicate, to understand how they relate to situations, how if they're going through any situation at school with their friends. You need to get to know that. There go the days when we did not have this relationship with our parents, because in the 80s, 90s, growing up, parents more scream than they chat. We cannot be like that with our children. We cannot be like that with our children. We have to bring ourselves to our children level to find out what's going on out there. We don't want them to lock up. We don't want them to shut us out. So we have to be here with them and be... Got to be there with them. What is going on here? What is going on here? I never saw wrinkles. Walk is getting to me. Anyway, back to dealing with our teenagers. I do a lot of squinting lately, look like. I never used to have those lines. So, I need to get rid of those lines. Anyway, yes, back to it. Get to know your children. Get to know the language. Get to know the friends. And because I know a lot of parents are struggling out there with their children. You go to their room, they don't want to talk. They want to tell you, oh, what are you doing here? You're wasting my time. Or you're disturbing me. Hello. Get to know them. Still going? How was your day? What's happening in school today? Oh, my one always like, oh, school boring. Hello? If it's boring, therefore you could get A+ then. Are you getting A+, A star, whatever? Okay, well, school shouldn't be boring. And I understand. We used to think like that too. But let us say it as it is. We, as parents, no matter what, need to get to know our children. Understand what they're going through to have a good relationship. Me and my son, we have a good relationship. There are times when he don't want to talk, but me, knowing me. And there are times when you have to have strictness, you have to be a limit. But as parents, again, we can't be, like, I won't say too strict, but we have to have times in our life when we could be friends with our kids. And there are times, obviously, if they stepping above you kind of bring it back bring it back a notch and say, you know what, cut it out. You know what I mean? But if you want to become one with your children, get to know your children, have a laugh with your children, you need to go down to the level and be able to chat with them, laugh with them. Not everything is about this is schoolwork, this. It's not about that. Children don't want to hear that. The moment you start bringing up all this seriousness, they're ready for you to leave their room. So there are times when you just break it down, you go in there, you have a little chat, you find out about school, you find out what's interesting, what's not interesting today, what happened in school today, things like that. That's what you need to do to have a good relationship with your children. Because children nowadays, they will prefer to spend so much time by themselves, a lot of time by themselves. But we as parents need to get in there and be able to have this relationship with them where they'll be able to open up and chat and have a laugh, because school is stressful, you know. School is stressful. Let's talk about that another day. Bye.